What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. Before we get started, please like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'm always intrigued to hear what you all got to say about these topics, especially a topic of this nature, right? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where to begin when it comes to this Caitlin Clark and Dejanay Carrington issue and the poking of the eye allegations. Was it intentional? Was it not intentional? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, as somebody that has been watching sports his entire life, I'm 36 years old, okay? From the day I was born, and I'm a third generation athlete. All right, granddaddy played sports, daddy played sports. I was next in line. My son coming up right now, he will be playing sports. I'm a third generation's athlete. All right, and I've learned a lot about the sports. About the games and how things go, the nuances, the rules. And one thing I've seen in sports my entire life is a level of physicality that you won't see in regular life, right? Let's just say the same situation that Dejanay Carrington and Caitlin Clark had going on in the game one of the Connecticut Sun and Indiana Fever matchup in the playoffs. Let's just say that happened in, an office building, all right? You probably getting charged for assault or something on those lines, right? Because in the setting of sports, it's understood that this is a physical business. This is a physical activity. And there may be a little rise here and there in the physicality. No big deal. And as far as I've lived, including Caitlin Clark, every athlete that has taken some level of physicality has also given it. Because this is why I like Caitlin Clark. This ain't even really about little sis. This is why I like Caitlin Clark. It's because she doesn't allow herself to be bullied by these other players, by the media, and she doesn't allow herself to be victimized by her own fans. Even she said that the eye poking was no big deal. She didn't feel like it was intentional, and you think the situation would be settled then. Now, y'all got lucky because I got caught up on this late. I was actually watching one of my favorite political commentators, and he was making comments about this situation very erroneously. Let me say that. Like, another thing that annoys me now with the Caitlin Clark era is that a lot of people that have not paid attention to sports, whether you was watching it casually or not, a lot of people that ain't paid attention to sports in a very long time, all of a sudden are paying attention to sports, and they have these opinions about sports as if they've been around, all this time. Now, the game has switched up a little bit on y'all, all right? If you ain't watched basketball in the last 5 to 10 years, you may be thinking you walking into a situation that's a little different than the last time you watched sports. What I mean by that is that 5 years ago, if who was the hottest WNBA star? Candace Parker, maybe, or Asia Wilson. 5 years ago, if Asia Wilson would have got poked in the eye, everybody would have been like, it's a part of sports. You know what I mean? What you expect? You're running around, arms, fingers, the legs are swinging. Eventually, you're going to get hit. You know what I mean? But nowadays, now we in this era of social media and everybody got to have a hyper reaction to everything. Now, if you get poked in the eye as a superstar, it's a racial attack. You know what I mean? It's jealousy. It's all these very strong emotions that's not even in the mix of what's going on. You got to remember, these two young ladies are competing for an opportunity to win their first. I'm not sure about Dejanay Carrington. I'm not sure if she's won a championship with the Sun or not. But anyway, you got two young ladies competing for a championship. The highest level, or the highest accomplishment in their particular profession, they're competing for it. It's not going to be a bunch of hugging and nice words going on in that situation. Maybe the All-Star game, you got a case. Everybody's a little bit more friendlier in that exhibition. But when the playoffs are on and the championship is on the line and the stakes are at their highest, I'm expecting to see what I seen on the basketball court. And what I'm noticing is that a bunch of people that ain't been around the block, all these years, kind of seeing the game morph into this super soft, super reactionary thing, they're shocked. They are shocked at the treatment of Caitlin Clark. But here's the kicker. Everybody gets that treatment. Everybody's getting roughed and scruffed up a little bit. At the beginning of the season, Angel Reese, and I'm not thinking about, AR, but Angel Reese was blatantly and flagrantly fouled by one of the WNBA veterans, Alyssa Thomas. Go look at the clip. Now, y'all tell me how Alyssa Thomas slammed Angel Reese on the ground. Y'all tell me if that's better, worse, or the same than what happened to Caitlin Clark. And if you say anything other than worse, I'm going to just assume that you one of these new fans that's coming around the corner with all your emotions, overreacting to everything that's happening on the basketball court. Because this is all this is, an overreaction. Caitlin Clark herself said it's cool. She's moved past it. And I wasn't even going to address it because I thought it was childish. But when I heard one of my favorite political commentators talk about this situation, and I agree with this brother on 99.9.5% of the stuff he produces, his content. But this situation, every word he said was wrong. And I was in the comment section getting busy like, nah, brother, you off on this one. You know what I mean? You're totally off on this one because you're reacting to this from a political standpoint. So then when you coming into this from the political standpoint, you coming in with emotions and race and a racial perspective. That's all you can really provide. That's all politics is problems and emotions. But at the same time, he was talking about the situation. It was just totally wrong. And again, I left about 4 or 5 comments correcting him because it was about a 20-minute video. And every time he would, say something, he was making a point. And I didn't feel like it was clearly wrong because he's talking about everybody's jealous of Caitlin Clark. She's bringing in all this money, and this is why these women are abusing her. We've heard the narrative, and that's not the case. Again, this is a playoff game, the highest stakes. They're competing for a championship. And if you want to be frank, that same game, Caitlin Clark kind of threw a little dirty shot at Dejanay Carrington. I don't know if y'all watched the game. I watched it in its entirety on an NFL Sunday, mind you. This was the only WNBA playoff game I watched from buzzer to buzzer. The rest of them I kind of tuned and tapped in when the NFL games was on commercials. But in the same breath, if you watch that game from buzzer to buzzer like I did, you will see Caitlin Clark was dishing it just like she was taking it. And this is why she has my respect. It's not just her skill set. It's not just her personality. It's because she's a dog. You know what I mean? She plays like I play, really. Caitlin Clark, I call her little sis because she plays exactly how I used to play in high school. I was a little undersized guard that had a jump shot, and I had to do what I had to do to survive on the basketball court, playing up against 6'6" freshmen, juniors, and sophomores and seniors. And you know what I mean? It was rough out there. I was 5'11". But I was a dog because I was brave. I wasn't going to take no crap. And that's why I respect Caitlin Clark. But all of these people that surrounding the sports, man, because if you're a hardcore sports fan like me, this is light work. This is light. Go look at Candace Parker's rookie year. Her game against the Detroit, I forget the name of the Detroit team at that time. Go look at her game, her first game versus Detroit. They were beating that girl down. And here's the thing. Candace Parker is a heterosexual female. She's married to a man right now, I believe. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? They always say, oh, it's these lesbians and these angry black lesbians. No. Candace Parker is renowned as one of the GOATs of the W. She has a personality. She was very well-versed with the media. Everything that Caitlin Clark is right now, Candace Parker was that and a little bit better. Granted, you know what I mean? She won a championship or 2, I believe, in college. I can't recall how many. came in. I believe she was. I know I get her and Maya Moore's resumes mixed up from time to time, but I think CP came in and got the MVP her rookie year, won a championship. I believe. No, I think that was Maya. I'm getting that mixed up, my facts and resumes. But anyway, Candace Parker was a highly touted rookie from Tennessee, infamous Tennessee, and she came into the WNBA getting the same treatment. One thing else y'all got to realize in sports, all rookies get a little bit roughed up. You know what I mean? If you want to go see it for yourself in other sports, go look in the NFL right now. Okay, there's a young man by the name of Caleb Williams, quarterbacking for the Chicago Bears. This man gets abused. Okay, and it's not because these guys are jealous of him. It's because he's a rookie. These guys are introducing you to the league, and you know what that's going to do for Caleb Williams? That's going to make him tougher, smarter, better. I hope anyway. I'm wishing for the best for the young man. But in the same breath, it's the same thing with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is amongst professionals that get compensated very well to do what they do. She's going to receive a level of roughing up because it's her her introduction to the WNBA. Again, it's just a lot of people that ain't been on the block for a mighty long time coming back to the block or just visiting, and they're looking around like, oh my goodness, this is what goes on. Yes, sports is not all pretty. Sports is not politics. Okay, again, politics is all emotions and all problems. Sports, you have to put your emotions to the side and figure it out. That's what I love. Sports is complete opposite of politics. That's why the two don't mix. And that's why I told my brother that was, doing his political commentary, brother, stick to politics, man. You know what I mean? You're very well versed in politics, you know what I mean? But when it comes to this sports stuff, you can't approach it like it's Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. That's not what Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is. And both of them are on record even saying that they're actually cool with one another. So you can't even, play this like this is a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. It's just two super rookies, very talented, high profiled, coming into a WNBA that was in desperate need of a jolt of recognition and marketing and all that of popularity. They needed a little bit of a kick because the WNBA has always been dope to me, but it did need a little bit of a injection of something new to get people's attention. And now everybody, all these underdeveloped people that's stuck on their emotions, that got their own worldviews. All right, they're placing their own worldviews on these young ladies. Now these people are making comments on the game of basketball as if it's politics, as if it's, their favorite movie or something. This is not what this is, man. You know what I mean? And again, Caitlin Clark, they make a big fuss about it. Dejanay Carrington, they make a big fuss about it. You know what I mean? It ain't like she running around the internet talking crazy about Caitlin Clark or nothing like that. It was a basketball play. And shame on Shannon Sharp. I got another video. I'm going to cook Shannon Sharp, man. That dude is a joke, man. He is a joke. I can't believe I ever supported Shannon Sharp. Dead ass. Excuse my language. I cannot believe I ever in my lifetime supported Shannon Sharp. He is a clown, man. You know what I mean? I just don't like I'm done with Shannon Sharp. I'm done with Shannon Sharp. I'm done with Stephen A. Smith. Because the one thing that my mom, the gentleman that makes the political stuff said, one thing he did say, no, it wasn't him. It wasn't even him. He played a clip from CNN. It was some super soft dude on CNN that made a good point. Okay, you can agree with your enemy sometimes, but the dude on CNN said that shame on Shannon Sharp because he don't know a thing about the WNBA. He just running around the internet clout chasing for Caitlin. I mean, he don't know a thing about the WNBA. He just clout chasing on Caitlin Clark's name the same way he did for LeBron James. Do your research. Shannon Sharp used to be a big Kobe Bryant, a big Michael Jordan dude. Now that he's a commentator, right, he's clout chasing behind the LeBron James wave because I guess that's what gets your popularity in the mainstream, not in the real streets. In the real streets, LeBron, we done with LeBron out here, but Shame on Shannon Sharp, man. And I'm kind of in the rant because, again, I wasn't going to say nothing about this. I didn't think it was a big deal, but CNN talking about it, my favorite political people talking about it, and it's like, nah, bro, y'all got this all wrong. Y'all approaching this like this some kind of Trump versus Harris situation. It is not. Okay, this ain't politics. In politics, you got all problems and all emotions. That's all politics is. Republican, Democrat, Trump, here, they're all problems, all emotions. All right? And sports is all logic, putting those emotions to the side so that we can figure out how to win this game or win this championship or win this, you know what I mean? It's all about winning over here. Ain't nobody got ain't got too many emotions when it comes to winning outside of focus and happy, or I got to work harder next year. That's all it is with sports. It's very simple. It's very to the point. And all these political people, all these underdeveloped people, all these overly emotional people coming into my niche, my lane, my world with y'all's craziness. Nah, man. This is why I draw the line. I got to be the guard here because stop the cap. Stop the cap, okay? Yeah, Caitlin Clark dishes it the same way she gets it, all right? But that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. On your way, y'all, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe. As I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. As I'm always intrigued, especially when it comes to these kind of topics, what y'all got to say about it as well. I am Tony the Savant. Thanks for the love and support. Peace.